Mom,
Okay.
ma'am,
Yes, beta.
ma'am, we have get that our Socrative quiz, but in that sir has given our marks today only.
Yes, बेटा तो कब मिलने चाहिए थे बताओ.
सर मैम हर समय सर टुमारो 5 o'clock लिखते हैं.
कोई बात नहीं बेटा, आज जल्दी अपलोड हो गया था तो जल्दी मार्क्स मिल गए आपको. ठीक है,
ओके मैम.
देख लिया आपने अपने मार्क्स. Okay students, can you see my screen?
नो मैम.
Okay, let me share my screen with you. Netik, is my voice audible to you beta?
Ma'am,
Yes beta.
ma'am, we will discuss Socrative today.
Yes, we will discuss Socrative today. Is my voice audible to everybody? Netik,
Yes, ma'am.
is my
Ma'am, now it's
voice audible?
Ma'am, now it's audible.
Okay, okay, done. So let's start the class. All right. We have to discuss Socrative today. So let's start with the Socrative. Okay. I can see there are some students who haven't attended, who haven't given their Socrative.
मैम बट हर समय सर बोलते हैं कि टुमारो 5 AM, तो मुझे लगता है कल तक भेज रहा है.
Okay. But आज बेटा मैसेज में लिखा था.
मैम मैसेज में नहीं लिखा था कि अच्छा
चलो.
लिखा था.
हाँ लिखा था बेटा, मैसेज में भी लिखा था. तो आपको आज ही अटेम्प्ट करना था. I will try
मैम
and
प्लीज सेंड प्लीज
post.
टेल
Yes. I
प्लीज
will.
टेल द सर दैट पोस्ट द मार्क्स टुमारो एज वेल.
Okay, okay. I will ask sir and I will request him. So if possible, I will post the Socrative again. Okay.
ओके मैम.
Okay. So Vishruth has not attempted. Kabir, Gandhi, Kabir, Seni both have not attempted the quiz. Shlok have not attempted the quiz. So I request all the students who haven't attempted the quiz to attempt the quiz. Okay.
मैम नाउ वी हैव टू अटेम्प्ट.
No, I will ask sir to post again. So if he posts again, then you have to attempt it. Okay.
मैम प्लीज टेल सर टू पोस्ट एट 8 or 9 PM.
I have requested.
Ma'am, I did send the test. Ma'am, just talk to him and he will right now send the quiz.
Okay. Chalo. Next. Question number 1. Socrative. Matter which consists of only one kind of atom is called.
Ma'am, I did the Socrative.
Okay, but your marks are 0%. That is why I have told you. No problem. No problem if you have done it well and good. Okay. So question number 1. Any doubt? Matter which consists of only one kind of atom is called
Element.
element. Right. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any doubt?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. Next. Let's move on. Question number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ma'am, 6, 7, and 8.
6, 7, and 8. Okay. So we have doubt from Netik. 6, 7, and 8 question. Question number 6. C plus O2 is an example of. Beta, C plus O2 means that we are, for example,
Ma'am, we are combining 1 atom of carbon and 2 atom of oxygen.
yes. So this is a mixture. This is not a compound beta. C plus O2 here means that we are taking carbon and we are taking oxygen and we are putting them together. We are putting them together in a box. So here C plus O2 means a mixture.
Okay,
Alright?
ma'am.
It's like we are taking cats and we are taking oxes. C for cat and O for oxes, and we are combining them. We are putting them in one farm. So they will form a mixture. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Next question. Two or more atoms.
मैम
Of,
आपने पहले 5 क्वेश्चन नहीं करवाया.
I have asked beta what if there is any doubt in question number 1 to 5. Do you want me to discuss all the questions?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Who said yes, beta?
Ma'am, slow.
Shlok, have you attempted the quiz?
No, ma'am.
Beta, first you attempt the quiz, and if there is any doubt, I will take your doubt. Okay.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Next, question number 7. Question number 7 was also a doubt. Two or more atoms of same or different types combined together to form
Ma'am, molecule.
molecule. Very good. Okay.
Ma'am, it could be compound also.
Two or more atoms, no beta, of same or different types combined to form a molecule. Atoms are combining to form a molecule, right?
Okay, ma'am.
What is it saying? For example, if we take a cat and if we take another cat and if we tie them together, so now it is a group of two cats. So what is this group called? This group is called molecule of cat. Molecule of cat.
Cat.
If there is a cat
Hmm.
and if there is a dog and we combine both of them, so this group is called molecule of cat and dog. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear? So when
Yes,
we
ma'am.
combine them, we mean that we are joining them together by some force. We are joining them together by some force. We are joining them together by some bond. So this bond is chemical bond. What kind of bond it is? It is a chemical bond. So when two or more atoms of same or different types combine together, they always form a molecule. All right. Any doubt?
Ma'am, in 8th question.
Okay. Next, 8th question. Given pictures are of, okay. So there are 4 pictures which are given. Now here you can see orange color cats, green color dogs. So there are cats and dogs. Are these cats and dogs joined together? Are these cats and
ma'am.
no, they are not joined together. Now here, let's say we have blue color are monkeys and green color are donkeys. So 2 monkeys का group है और एक donkey है. तो 2 monkeys के group को एक donkey के साथ मिला दिया है. Are we joining them by some chemical force? Are these joined
No,
together?
ma'am.
No. Here also there are 2 monkeys and suppose there are 2 tigers. So 2 tigers के group को 2 monkeys के group से मिला दिया है. Are they joined together?
No, ma'am.
No, they are not joined together. So when the groups are not joined together, when different groups are not joined together, they always form a mixture. Okay? When they are not joined together by any force, they always form a mixture. Clear? So 8th का answer है D part. It's mixture. All right. Given pictures are example of. Now here there are only cats. Only cats. Here there are only dogs. So only cats and only dogs.
Element.
These are pure substances. Pure substances में either these could be elements or these could be compounds, right? अब let's decide कि whether they are elements or whether they are compounds. Now I said elements में सिर्फ एक तरीके के particles होते हैं. इसमें सिर्फ एक तरीके के particles हैं. True or false?
True.
ट्रू। इसमें सिर्फ एक तरीके के पार्टिकल्स हैं, ट्रू और फॉल्स?
True.
True.
True. So that means pure substances which have only one kind of particle are
Element.
Elements.
All right. Next. Question number 11 to question number 15. Any doubt? Question number 11 to question number 15. Any doubt, beta?
Ma'am, 11 and 15.
Ma'am, I have doubted 11, 13 in question 11. 13.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have doubt in 15th and 11.
Okay. 11, 13 and 15. Let's see question number 11. Now question number 11 says in given picture Y. So you have to see picture Y. There is an example of more than one. Okay. So it is saying more than one can be correct. Let's see this Y. You have cats and dogs. You have cat and you have dog. Netik beta, switch off your video. You have cat and you have dog. Are these joined together? Yes, these are
Yes,
joined
ma'am.
together. Cat is joined together with a dog. So this is a group. This is a group. But in this group, we have different type of particles. One is cat, one is dog. The group has different type of particles. So this group is compound.
Ma'am, but when I have written compound, then it is showing wrong answer and the correct answer is mixture.
No, no, no. It is not a mixture. It is compound and a pure substance. Both options are right. Compound and a pure substance. The question is saying more than one option can be right. So option A is right and option D is right. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Next. In the given picture, W is an example of. Let's see W. All right. So big greens. Big greens. So big greens, let's say these are cats. Then you have small greens. Small greens, let's say are dogs. Then purples. Purples say, let's say are monkeys. So you have cats, you have dogs, you have monkeys. So you have, now are cats joined with dogs and monkeys? No, they are not joined together. So they are not forming a group. When they are not forming a group, they are not pure. They are not pure. So if they are not pure, they are impure. Impure matlab they are mixtures. So 12 is an example of mixtures. So C is the right answer. Okay. 13 was also a doubt.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Hanji beta, Anika bolo.
in this, I think it will be mixture, but it
13
is
mein
showing
beta.
answer. It is compound.
Are you talking about question number 13?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You have marked mixture, but the answer was compound.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see. In the given picture, Z is an example of. Let's see Z. Beta see. Here, there is a group. There is a group. Cat, dog, and monkey. 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 So there is a group. All the groups are same. Right? So this is a pure substance. Now pure में ये element है या compound ये decide करना है. अब देखो जो group है उसमें तीनों particles अलग अलग हैं. तो जब group में particles अलग अलग होते हैं, it has to be a compound.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Now next doubt was question number 15. Let's see question number 15. Two substances A and B when brought together form a substance C. Okay. A and B are combined together and they form a substance C with the evolution of heat. Heat is also emitted. Okay. The properties of C are entirely different from those of A and B. The substance C is the compound. What is it saying? Two substances, A and B, are bought together. So they are bought together. Now they have formed a substance C. This is A, this is B. They have formed a substance, they have formed a group, and this group is C. So when they form a group and they are combined chemically, they always make a compound. Okay. Now next, question number 16 to 20, any doubt? Class, question number 16 to 20. विश्रुत बोलो बेटा.
I'm 17.
आपने क्विज अटेम्प्ट किया था बेटा?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 17th is a doubt. Which of the following is a compound? Water is a compound. Water is H2O. If you put hand into water and you take out one particle, that particle will be H2O only.
Ma'am,
Yes, Vishrut.
मैम की एयर भी तो हो सकता है.
नो बेटा, एयर कैसे होगा? एयर में ऑक्सीजन भी घूम रहा है, एयर में कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड भी अलग घूम रहा है, फिर अलग अलग ग्रुप्स घूम रहे हैं ना, अलग अलग ग्रुप्स घूम रहे हैं, तो ये प्योर कहाँ से हो गया? ये प्योर नहीं होगा तो ये कंपाउंड कहाँ से हो जाएगा? ओके, एम आई क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके,
Yes, ma'am.
एनी अदर डाउट? क्वेश्चन नंबर 18, 19, 20 डाउट?
No, ma'am, no doubt.
चलो, लेट्स मूव फर्दर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 21 to 25, any doubt?
Ma'am, 23.
23, Netik's doubt 23. Which of the following is an example of mixture of one element and one compound? Okay. The question is saying that in out of all these 6 figure, one figure is a mixture. Mixture मतलब इसमें अलग अलग तरीके के particles present हैं. So one particle has to be element and one particle has to be compound. So let's see. पहली बात तो mixture कौन कौन सा है? ये mixture है? No. ये mixture है? Yes. क्योंकि इसमें एक ग्रुप ये है, एक ग्रुप ये है, तो अलग अलग ग्रुप्स हैं, तो ये मिक्सचर है. ये मिक्सचर है? यस. ये मिक्सचर है? यस. ये मिक्सचर है? यस. ये मिक्सचर है? नो. सो वी हैव 4 मिक्सचर्स. नाउ इन दिस मिक्सचर रेड is pure. Red is pure. Red is a element. But and blue and red is a compound. So B is an example. Okay beta?
Okay, ma'am.
Next, question number 26 to 30, any doubt? Okay, question number 26 beta. 26 में we have not discussed it, so I will discuss it with you. Brass. Brass is an alloy. Alloy अभी आपने नहीं पढ़ा है बेटा. Alloy में अभी आपको बता देती हूँ. जब alloy पढ़ाऊंगी फिर आप question number 26 आंसर कर पाओगे. Okay?
Ma'am, I have a doubt in question number 28.
Okay, 28 is a doubt. Let's see question number 28. Which of the following is an example of homogeneous mixture? Homogeneous mixture का example देखना है हमें. Sea water. Sea water is not a homogeneous mixture. Blood, air, none of the above. Blood is a homogeneous mixture. Okay.
Ma'am, the answer was showing none of the above.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will check once again. वैसे it has to be blood. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Question number 29.
Ma'am?
Yes, Kabir.
We are studying separation of substances.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, but I don't think these things come in this chapter, because in my school book, like, it's nothing about compound, mixture, element stuff.
No, ma'am, it
Okay.
comes.
Okay,
No.
okay. So in some books we have compounds and mixtures. In some books we might not have compounds and mixtures. But we have to study everything, na? So that is why we are studying compounds and mixtures.
Okay.
Once
Ma'am,
you
ma'am,
know.
I have doubt in 30th question.
Okay. So let's take question number 30. Diamond is a pure substance.
True.
True. Diamond, it's true, beta. Diamond is only made up of carbon. It is only made up of carbon. It's true. Question number 31.
Yes, ma'am.
Sodium chloride is a mixture of sodium and chlorine. True and false. It is false. It is not a mixture of sodium and chlorine. It is not a mixture, beta. It is a compound of sodium and chlorine. So it is false. Okay. Next, 32 to 35. Any doubt?
Ma'am, 32 and 34 and 35.
Crushing of marble tile into small particles will result in formation of mixture. True or false? False.
Ma'am, but the answer it was showing was true.
Okay, I will check this also. So question number 32 I have to check. And which other question? Okay, 34 is also a doubt. Adding sodium metal to water will result in the formation of mixture of sodium and water. Sodium metal to water. Answer is false.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. Actually, that time I have a network issue.
हाँ बोलो श्लोक.
Ma'am, I have a doubt in 26th question.
26 question. Okay, let's check question number 26. बेटा ये क्वेश्चन मैंने अभी मार्क करा हुआ है क्योंकि मेरे को आपके साथ डिस्कस करना है. ओके
मैम, तो इसका आंसर क्या लिखे फिर हम? मतलब
Graph-
मैंने तो उसको होमोजेनियस मिक्सचर लिख दिया.
हाँ राइट, इट इज राइट. होमोजेनियस मिक्सचर इज द राइट आंसर. ओके,
ओके मैम.
so question number 35, 36, 37, 38. Any doubt?
Ma'am, 35.
Ice water is a pure substance. Ice in water is pure substance.
True.
Compound. True or false? So it is true. Any doubt?
No.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, but in 35th question, the answer it was showing was false.
Okay, I will mark this question also.
ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, and 36, 37, 38 is the doubt. Ma'am, Vishnu Gupta.
Okay. 36. A dash mixture is a mixture which is the composition in uniform throughout the mixture. Which mixture has uniform composition? Heterogeneous or homogeneous? Homogeneous. So the answer is homogeneous. A homogeneous mixture is a mixture which has uniform composition throughout. Okay.
Ma'am,
Oh, yes, Kabir.
ma'am, is this the question in which, like, you have to type the answer?
Yeah. Yes. If
Ma'am,
there
I
are
get
if
ma'am,
there
I
are no
get
questions, you
confused.
have to type the answer.
Ma'am, and I have also doubt in 29 only.
Okay, let's discuss 37 and 38 first, then we'll go to 29. Question number
Okay, ma'am.
37. A dash mixture is a mixture with non-uniform composition. Answer is simple, heterogeneous mixture. Next, a salad is an example of. Beta, there is a confusion. So salad can be both homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So according to this figure, it is a homogeneous mixture.
Homogeneous mixture.
According to this figure, it is a homogeneous mixture. Okay.
Ma'am, 37, what was 37? Actually, I didn't heard it.
Heterogeneous.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, and 29, please.
Okay. Question number 29. Compound are same as mixtures? No. Can be separated by physical properties? No. Contain only one type of element? No. None of them are correct. None of them
Okay.
are correct. So option ही नहीं है इसमें none of them are correct का.
मैम उसमें है ना all are incorrect.
Okay. Yes, all are incorrect. I just thought all are correct. No, all are incorrect. This is the right option. Okay, done. Now let's move on to the chapter. All right. Now what I will do is I will go through elements, compounds and mixtures once again. Okay. I will go through elements, compounds and mixtures once again. Let's start with pure substances and impure substances. Now, when we talk about pure substances, beta, pure substances mean that the substance will have only one kind of particle. Only one kind of particle. Let's say there is a room. In this room, I have filled only orange balloons. Only orange balloons. So if Netik will put his hand in this room, what will he get? Orange balloon. Right? If Kabir will put hand in this room, what will he get? Orange balloon. If Anika will put hand in this room, what will she get? Orange balloon. So no matter whosoever goes in that room and gets a balloon, that balloon will always be orange balloon. So this room is full of only orange balloon. So this is a pure substance. Okay. This is a pure substance. Now there is another possibility. Now let's take another room. This was room A. This is room B. Let's take another room. Now in
मैम
room,
हमको ये लिखना है.
no beta, just understand this, okay? In room B, I have taken two types of balloon. One is orange balloon and one is red balloon. So bigger, and I have tied one orange balloon with one red balloon. So I have tied one orange balloon with one red balloon. 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 Now, Anika, if you will put your hand in this room, what will you get?
Ma'am, orange and red balloon.
Yes, you will get one orange balloon and one red balloon. Shlok, if you will put hand in this room, what will you get?
मैम orange and red balloon.
Orange and red balloon. Kabir Saini, if you will put hand in this room, what will you get?
Orange and red balloon.
Orange and red balloon. So no matter whosoever puts hand in this room will get orange and red balloon. So we will all get the same thing. Yes, we will all get the same. Yes. So this is also a pure substance. This is also a pure substance. What is a pure substance? Pure substance means that no matter whosoever puts hand in the room, no matter whosoever puts hand into it, he will always get the same thing out of it. Okay? He will always get the same thing out of it. Now let's take another example. This is room C. This is room C. In C, I have tied two green balloons together. I have tied two green balloons together. Okay. Now I want to ask Sarthak, if you will put hand in this room, what will you get? What will you get, Sarthak?
मैम
अगर आप इस रूम में अपना हाथ डालोगे क्या मिलेगा आपको?
orange balloon.
2 green balloons. Naitik, if you will put hand in this room, what will you get, beta?
Ma'am, green balloons. 2 green
2
balloons.
green balloons. If I will put hand in this room, I will also get 2 green balloons. So every time who is putting hand in this room, he or she is getting green balloon. So again, this is a pure substance. Pure substance का मतलब है कोई भी उसमें हाथ डालेगा उसको सेम चीज मिलेगी क्योंकि अंदर एक ही तरीके की चीज पड़ी हुई है, अलग कुछ है ही नहीं, तो इसलिए दिस इज अ प्योर सब्सटेंस. ऑल राइट. ना प्योर सब्सटेंस में हमने देखा रूम बी में जब हमने हाथ डाला एक ऑरेंज बलून था और एक रेड बलून था, तो ऑरेंज और रेड बलून को हमने टाई कर दिया था. तो जब ऑरेंज और रेड बलून अलग अलग कलर्स के बलून थे, जब हम इसे टाई कर देंगे तो इसे हम बोलेंगे कंपाउंड. इसे हम बोलेंगे कंपाउंड. when two different type of balloons, when two different type of particles are joined together, how are they joined together? Chemically or physically? This is
Chemically.
important. This is important. If they are joined together chemically only, then they form a compound. Orange and red balloon, they are joined together chemically, they are called compound. Now here look at this example. Green and green balloon are tied together. Same kind of balloons are tied together. So are these compound? No, these are not compound. These are elements. These are elements. Again, two balloons are tied together, but these two balloons are of same type, are of exactly same type. Therefore, these are elements. Okay, beta? When two balloons of different types are tied together, they are compounds. When two balloons of same type they are tied together, they are elements. Now here in this group, we see only orange balloons. So what are these? Only one kind of balloon. So this is again element. Okay, this is again element. Now in impure substances, what will happen? There is a room P. There is a room P. You have two purple balloons tied together. There is a red balloon. There is a red balloon. There is a green balloon. There is a green balloon. There is a red balloon. So now, if Anika puts her hand, she gets a red balloon. If Shlok puts his hand, he gets a red balloon. If I put my hand, I get two purple balloons. So we are getting different kind of balloons. So is this pure? Is this pure?
No.
This is not pure. This is impure. We do not say impure, we say mixture. So this is mixture. Okay? This is a mixture. Am I clear, beta? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So now you know elements, you know compounds, and you
Ma'am?
know impure substances.
Ma'am, I made diagrams, so is that okay?
Yes, Kabir, repeat, beta.
Ma'am, I made diagrams of all four of them, so is that okay?
You can make the diagrams for your understanding, beta. These diagrams are not important from exam point of view. These are just for your understanding, okay? These are just for your understanding. When I'm explaining, try to understand what I'm explaining, okay? I will give you time to note down. All right. So any doubt now in pure substances, elements, mixtures, compounds? Okay. Now, okay. Now one by one, let's repeat.
Ma'am, I
the-
have a doubt in mixture.
हाँ बेटा बोलो मिक्सचर में क्या डाउट है?
Ma'am, you said that somebody is putting his hand in his room, he get red balloon. And ma'am, somebody is putting his hand in the room, he get purple balloon. Ma'am, I did not understand that How is that mixture?
बेटा देखो, जब अलग अलग चीजें मिल रही हैं आपको,
The balloons are mixed together.
the balloons are mixed together. Excellent. The balloons are mixed together. आपको अलग अलग चीजें मिल रही हैं, किसी को कुछ मिल रहा है, किसी को कुछ मिल रहा है. Can we say it's pure? No, it is not pure, because you are getting different kind of things. When you are getting different kind of things, so it has to be mixture. When you are getting same kind of things, here whosoever was putting hand was getting red and orange, red and orange, red and orange. The output was the same. Here whosoever was putting hand was getting only green balloons. Here whosoever was putting hand was getting only orange balloons. So the outcome was the same, but here the outcome is different. The balloons are mixed together. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Chalo. Let's repeat the definitions. We have done the definition of pure substances in like last class. What was pure substance? Who would like to answer? Who would like to answer? What is a pure substance?
Ma'am, can I Shlok Kumar?
हाँ बोलो बेटा श्लोक.
Ma'am, pure matter which consists only one kind of particle. Example: gold, oxygen, carbon dioxide.
Yes, gold, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Matter which consists of only one kind of particle is called as pure substance. All right. Impure substance, raise your hands. नैतिक बेटा बोलो.
Matter which do not consist of one kind of matter and consist of particle and consist of many kind of particle is called
Impure substance.
impure substances. For
a mixture.
example, seawater.
Yes. For example, seawater. Very good. Okay. What is an element? Raise your hand. विश्रुत बोलो बेटा.
Ma'am, element is those that have only one substance.
Only one kind of particle.
Substance.
Only
Particle.
one kind of particle. Okay. Now next, what are compounds? What are compounds? Anika?
Ma'am, compounds are pure substances that are made of more than one element bound together. Example: water, H2O, carbon dioxide.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Compound done. What is a homogeneous mixture? What is a homogeneous mixture? श्लोक बोलो बेटा.
Ma'am, a mixture which has a uniform composition throughout are called homogeneous mixture.
Okay. Beta, your voice is breaking.
Example: saline water, sugar, and water.
Okay, okay. Your voice was breaking. So check your internet connection. Okay, next. What is-
Ma'am, may I repeat one more time?
Okay, you can repeat beta bolo.
Mixture
Which has a uniform composition throughout are called homogeneous mixture. Example: saline water, sugar.
Okay, what are heterogeneous mixture? Raise your hand. Heterogeneous mixture. Nobody on heterogeneous mixture? Okay, mixture. Anika, yes beta.
Ma'am, mixture which does not have a uniform composition is called heterogeneous mixture. Example: sand and water, chalk and water.
Okay, good. All right. So solution. Solution is a mixture
Ma'am,
which
I
has.
want to write the definition of homogeneous.
Okay, you can write it. Mixture which has a uniform composition throughout are called as homogeneous mixture. It is written on the screen. You can note it down from the screen.
एक्सक्यूज मैम
हाँ बोलो विश्रुत।
मैम 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 मुझे हेट्रोजीनियस मिक्सचर समझ में नहीं आया।
बेटा हेट्रोजीनियस मिक्सचर में क्या होता है, अभी हमने एक एग्जांपल किया था ऊपर रूम का, ठीक है। हमने एक रूम लिया, रूम में ऑरेंज बैलून है, रेड बैलून है, ऑरेंज बैलून है, रेड बैलून है, ऑरेंज बैलून है, रेड बैलून है, ठीक है। तो अगर आपने इसमें हैंड डाला तो आपके पास ऑरेंज बलून आया, मैंने हैंड डाला रेड बलून आया, तो डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ बलून्स आ रहे हैं, तो दिस इज अ मिक्सचर। अब बताना है कि ये होमोजेनियस मिक्सचर है या हेट्रोजीनियस मिक्सचर है। हम देखेंगे इसके एक कॉर्नर में सिर्फ ऑरेंज बलून्स हैं, एक कॉर्नर में सिर्फ रेड बलून्स हैं, एक कॉर्नर में सिर्फ ऑरेंज बलून्स हैं, तो इवनली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड नहीं है, हर कॉर्नर के पास इवनली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड नहीं है, कहीं कोई से बलून ज्यादा है, कहीं कोई से बलून ज्यादा है। सो दिस इज अ homogeneous heterogeneous mixture. Okay, this is a heterogeneous mixture. It does
Okay,
not
ma'am.
have, it does not have a uniform composition. Somewhere only red balloons are there, somewhere only orange balloons are there. Now if we have to make it in a homogeneous mixture, what will we do? If here one orange balloon and one red balloon are there, here also one orange balloon and one red balloon, here also one orange balloon and one red balloon, here also one orange balloon and red balloon. So there is a uniform composition, there is a uniform composition, this is a homogeneous mixture.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, now solute and solvent is a liquid, solvent is a liquid in which we dissolve something. Okay, solvent is something, is a liquid in which we dissolve something, and solute is generally the solid which we dissolve in the solvent. We also did it, solute and solvent. So that completes your elements and mixtures. Okay, now जिससे मैं पूछूंगी सिर्फ वही आंसर करेगा। सार्थक, can you see room A? Can you see room A? So what is room A? Is it pure or is it a mixture?
It is a pure.
Pure, very good, very good. Okay. Kabir?
Ma'am, Kabir Saini.
Kabir Saini, okay. So
Yes,
Kabir,
ma'am.
in room B, what is room B? A pure substance or a mixture?
Ma'am, it is a pure substance.
Pure substance, excellent.
No
Now,
compound.
Kabir Gandhi? Kabir Gandhi? Is Kabir Gandhi there? No. Okay, next. Vishrut?
Yes, ma'am.
C क्या है बेटा?
Ma'am, C is a mixture.
C is a
Mixture.
mixture. क्यों बेटा mixture क्यों है?
मैम आपने कुछ लिखने के लिए दिया है क्या, क्योंकि मेरा नेट नहीं आ रहा था।
नहीं बेटा, मैंने कुछ नहीं दिया लिखने के लिए।
ओके मैम।
विश्रुत सी मिक्सचर क्यों है बेटा?
Ma'am.
अच्छा, अगर आप आप हैंड डालोगे तो आपको रेड और 2 ग्रीन बॉल्स मिलेगी, अगर कोई और हैंड डालेगा उसको क्या मिलेगा?
मैम उससे भी मैम उसे भी वही मिलेगा।
उससे भी वही मिलेगा, तो क्या है ये?
मैम प्योर, मैम प्योर।
वेरी गुड, प्योर, वेरी गुड, इट इज अ प्योर सब्सटेंस। नाउ यू हैव अंडरस्टूड इट करेक्टली। ओके, नेक्स्ट, who is going to answer? Okay, Sarthak, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, room number D, what is it? A pure substance or a mixture?
Ma'am, it is a mixture.
Excellent, it is a mixture. It is a mixture. Okay.
Ma'am, your voice is lagging in between.
My voice is lagging, beta. It is maybe because of your internet connection.
Let me check.
Okay, so that means it is clear to everybody. Now let's move on to next. Now separating the mixture. Next topic that we are going to study is how do we separate the mixtures. We have studied what are mixtures. Now how do we separate these mixtures? Okay, first of all, tell me examples of mixtures in our daily life. In our daily life, tell me the example of mixtures.
Ma'am,
In
milk,
Mummy.
bread, fruit, water.
Ma'am, tea leaves and tea.
very good, tea leaves and tea. Okay, water. Water is a mixture of
Ma'am,
salt.
trees and sand.
Beta, Anika, repeat yourself.
Ma'am, fine sand and pebbles.
Okay, fine sand and pebbles. Very good.
Sand
Okay.
and water.
सैंड एंड वाटर ओके व्हाट अदर मम्मी पल्सेस बनाती हैं दाल बनाती हैं घर में दाल में स्टोन्स होते हैं छोटे छोटे दैट इज आल्सो अ मिक्सचर
Yes, ma'am. I'm hand picking.
yes that is also a mixture so all these examples are of mixtures so why do we have to separate mixtures why do we have to separate stone from pulses
Ma'am, can I tell? Ma'am, can I tell? Ma'am,
हाँ
Kabir
कभी
Saini.
बोलो बोलो बेटा
Ma'am, we need to separate stones from pulses because they are like we don't need them. So we separate them.
yes
We also separate some pulses and like we if we don't need maize, so we remove some maize from other dals, and
yes
that is called hand picking.
Yes. So what is Kabir saying? Kabir is saying that we remove stones from pulses because we don't need them. Also, if we eat the stones with the pulses, we are going to get a stomach ache. So these are harmful for us. So why do we have to separate substances? We separate substances because some substances are undesirable. Some substances are undesirable. That means we don't need them. Undesirable means we don't want them. Okay. Next is we separate substances. So we have to, because we want to separate the harmful component. Now, when we are removing stones from pulses, what is the harmful component? Stone. It is harmful for us. So we are separating stones in order to remove the harmful component. Now, why? Third reason, why do we separate substances? In order to get the pure substance. Now, अगर आप गोल्ड स्मिथ के पास जाते हो गोल्ड स्मिथ कौन है जो गोल्ड का काम करता है अगर आप गोल्ड स्मिथ के पास जाते हो वो आपको प्योर गोल्ड देता है तो वो गोल्ड में से सारी इम्प्योरिटीज हटा देता है सो द इम्प्योरिटीज आर रिमूव्ड इन ऑर्डर टू गेट अ प्योर सब्सटेंस
मैम हमको ये लिखना है
yes you have to write it down so note down
Okay, ma'am. Then wait.
मैम सिर्फ यही दिया है ना
हाँ write down
ओके मैम
reasons for separating mixtures. We separate mixtures to remove undesirable components. We separate mixtures to remove harmful component. We separate mixtures to get a pure component. Are these 4 points clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, next time if the class is not started by 5:58, 5:59, so please give me a call to start the class.
Please note it down, beta. When you have done, just raise your hands.
What do you mean by okay? Like, what do you mean by to remove undesirable component.
Undesirable means that the component that we don't want. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Everybody has done.
No,
Now,
ma'am.
Ma'am, one last point.
okay, okay. Write it down fast.
Done. Ma'am.
Chalo.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Who is this? No, ma'am.
And
Beta,
Vishwat and Shlok.
fast, beta, fast. You have to do it fast.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, class. A
Yes,
fun
ma'am.
question.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
A fun question. So, are you enjoying your science class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm very
Okay.
much.
Okay, okay. So, anytime you feel that class थोड़ी boring हो रही है, थोड़ी slow हो रही है, तो
No, ma'am.
you can message me and tell me, ma'am, please make the class interesting, ma'am, please. Okay, you can always tell me. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
Chalo, let's move on to the next topic. Now we have studied that why do we have to separate substances. Now, how do we separate substances? So if we are separating stone from pulses, now on what basis are we separating? We are separating on the basis of its appearance. Stone look different from pulses. That is why we are able to see stone.
Separate it from vibration also.
We are separating it on the basis of
Vibration also, ma'am. My grandmother vibrate the pulses and the stone automatically goes out.
okay, that is the method. I am saying, how do you separate it? On what basis? The basis is that stone look different from pulses. So that is why you are able to pick up the stone and separate it and throw it away, right? So on the basis of its appearance. Now sometimes you are able to separate two different substances because one is more hard and one is less hard. One is soft. So there are different bases on which physical properties on the basis of which you can separate substances. So you will get to know about this as we will move further. Okay. Let's move further. Now, what are the methods of separating substances? There are so many methods. See, 11 methods there are there. Hand picking, threshing, winnowing, sieving.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, we have to write that what you have shown above. In
No,
above
no,
slide.
no. I will tell you when you have to write it down. Don't worry. Okay.
Ma'am, I want to take a screenshot of that. Can you move up? Ma'am, I have taken the screenshot. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Chalo. All right. Now we are going to study one by one. We are going to study different methods of separating materials. Now here you can see some students. What are they doing? Raise your hand.
Hand picking.
What are they doing? Anika has said hand picking. Excellent, Anika.
Yes, ma'am, they are doing hand picking.
They are doing hand picking. Now what is hand picking? Hand picking is using your hands to separate one substance from the other substance. Your grandma or your mother separates stones from rice or stone from pulses by picking stones by hand. So when you pick up one substance and throw it away and separate it, that is called as hand picking. Here you can see the students, they are picking up the stones and they're separating the stones from the wheat. So this is hand picking. Okay. So note down. First, write down first. And first means 1. Write down 1.
Ma'am, you will going to show us all the pictures, all 11 pictures.
Yes, I'm going to show you pictures also.
Yes.
Write down hand picking. Okay. And after hand picking, write down the definition. Hand picking means to separate or to take out by hand. Hand picking means to separate or to take out by hand.
Ma'am, done.
Okay. Raise your hand if everybody has done.
Ma'am, till hand.
Yes, till hand. Okay, all the students have done. Now let's move on. Write down the example. Where do we use hand picking? We use hand picking to separate stones from rice.
Ma'am, will you write this also?
Write down example. Seher beta, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
बेटा सहर आपने इतनी लेट क्लास ज्वाइन क्यों करी है?
Ma'am, Seher is not in our class, I think.
Okay, but she has joined the class.
Ma'am, she could be a 7th class.
Okay, okay. Example is stones from rice.
Ma'am, written.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
मैम मैम क्या हमें एग्जाम्पल में स्टोन्स फ्रॉम राइस लिखना है या फिर वो वाला
नहीं,
पैराग्राफ?
the stones from rice. Okay. Now, after you have written the definition and the example, now I want to ask you, what is the principle? What is the principle? Principle means what is the logic? What is the logic on the basis of which you are able to separate stone from rice?
Ma'am, can I say Shlok Kumar?
How can you separate stone from rice?
Ma'am,
Stone-
can I say Shlok?
Repeat yourself, beta.
Ma'am, can I say Shlok?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, the principle of separating stones from rice is that because of stones, color and shape is different from rice.
Yes. Excellent, excellent, Shlok. The color of the stones and the shape of the stones is different from that of rice. That is why we are able to separate stones from rice. So write down.
मैम
The color. Yes, beta.
मैम की हमें यूज टू सेपरेट स्मॉल स्टोन्स एक्सेट्रा ये सब भी लिखना है?
No.
ओके मैम.
The color and shape of stones is different. Shall we write stones or shall we write impurities? We should write impurities, right?
Yes, ma'am,
Yes,
because it
ma'am.
could be anything.
The color and shape of impurities is different from the substance. That is why we are able to separate impurities from the substances. Done, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes, beta.
मैम क्या आपने शेप ऑफ के बाद क्या लिखा है?
Impurities.
ओके मैम.
Please finish it fast.
Then ma'am.
All right. Next.
And can you lower all the hands, because then you can understand that we have completed.
Lower your hands, beta. Lower your hands. Okay. Let's move on to the next technique. Write down two.
Ma'am, I know this process.
Okay. So
Ma'am, this
raise
is
your hands. Raise your hands. Only raise your hands if you know the process.
my hands.
Okay. Kabir, bolo beta.
Ma'am, this process is called threshing, separating grains from their stalks.
Very good. This is called as
Ma'am, by beating them on the table or
on the ground. Okay.
On a hard surface.
Write down threshing.
and ma'am, one is winnowing also.
We will study winnowing later. So now listen very carefully.
Grains from chaff.
Yes, grains from chaff.
I
Now
said.
listen to me very carefully. So now what happens? जो wheat plant होता है, wheat plant की लंबी लंबी stems होती हैं. The stems of the wheat plants are very long, and wheat is present on the stems. Wheat is present on the stems. It is stuck on the stems. राइस में भी आप देखोगे, राइस की स्टेम पर राइस के ग्रेन्स लगे हुए होते हैं. राइस की स्टेम्स पे राइस के ग्रेन्स लगे हुए होते हैं. तो अब इन ग्रेन्स को, वीट और राइस के ग्रेन्स को कैसे अलग करेंगे हम उनके स्टेम से? एक एक पिक करके तो आप अलग नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि एक स्टेम पे हंड्रेड्स ऑफ ग्रेन्स लगे होते हैं. अगर एक एक पिक करेंगे तो बहुत टाइम लग जाएगा, है ना? तो क्या करते हैं बेटा, सारे स्टॉक्स को कंबाइन करते हैं और एक बंडल बनाते हैं. सी हेयर इन दिस पिक्चर यू कैन सी दिस लेडी हैज अ बंडल. This lady has a bundle. So this is a bundle of the stems. The stems are called as stalks. What are the stems called as? Stalks. The stems of wheat, the stems of rice, the stems of the plant are called as stalks. So they combine the stalks and they make a bundle. Now what they do is they hit the bundle on the ground. They hit the bundle on the ground, and these weeds, these come off from the stems. These wheat grains, they come off from the stem. Rice grains come off from the stem. So they can be easily separated. They can be easily separated. So this process of hitting the bundles.
But I think that some of the grains can be left off in the stem also.
No, you will hit it again, they will come out. Okay. So this process of combining the stalks and hitting them on the ground to separate grains from the stalk, is called as threshing. Is called as threshing. Okay. So what is threshing? It is the method used by farmers to separate the grains from the stalks by beating them on the ground. Write down. It is the process.
Ma'am,
Yes, beta.
two doubts that when they would be doing the process, ma'am, won't the grains when they are hitting, so won't the grains smash
Break?
and
No, the grains will not break.
okay.
It is the process of separating grains from stalk.
Question is, ma'am, like they are doing the threshing process in this, like there is a lot of stocks, so the grains won't get lost.
No, 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 they will not get lost.
Ma'am, normally the farmers give this wheat to factory and they do threshing by machines.
Yes, sometimes the farmers, what they do is they make bundles and they supply these bundles to factories, and in factories the threshing is done. Sometimes it is done on the field itself.
And so
Okay.
farmers get money for that.
Farmers don't get money for threshing. Farmers get money for selling grains. They get money for selling grains. They don't get money for threshing. Okay, beta?
Ma'am, when farmers send their grains in the bundle, so won't they get money from the factories?
Yes, then they will get money from the factories. Okay. All right. So some students have raised their hand. Why have they raised their hand?
Ma'am, we are raised our hand because we have completed.
Okay, okay. It is the process of separating grain from stalk by beating them on the ground. Now let's say example. What is the example, bhai? Example is separating. Anika, what is the example?
Ma'am, wheat from the stalks.
Yes, excellent. Shlok, what is the example?
Ma'am, rice from the stalks.
Excellent. Rice from the stalks. Now, beta, rice is also called as paddy. So if question comes, if in Socrative question comes, how do you separate paddy from stalk? So paddy means rice. So you know by threshing. All right, don't get confused. Don't think what is paddy. Paddy is rice.
Ma'am, is paddy a scientific name of rice?
Yes, you can say paddy is a scientific name. But no, 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 not scientific name. It is another English name of rice, not scientific name. All right. Let's take
Ma'am,
things.
want to give us the principle?
Yes, let's discuss the principle. Now raise your hands. Raise your hands if you know the principle. Sarthak, principle beta. What is the logic behind doing threshing?
Ma'am, can I tell?
नहीं अभी मैं जिससे पूछूंगी वो बताएगा. Okay, Vishruth, what is the logic behind doing threshing?
The logic behind threshing is, because you need grains from the weeds.
No, see, the logic behind doing hand picking was that impurities are of different color and appearance, so they can be separated easily. Now how are we able to separate stalk from grains? What is the logic? What is the principle?
They smash on the floor, then
Okay, very close, very close. Anybody who can add on to the point of Vishruth?
Ma'am, farmer do not have enough money to buy machines, so they thresh to
That
separate
is right.
grains.
That is right. I am saying, what is the principle means?
Ma'am, principle of threshing is that to remove them, remove grains from stalks. Therefore, the human's power can be reduced.
You are close. You are not able to understand that what principle means. You are not able to understand what principle means. Principle means what is the property? What is the physical property due to which we are able to separate grain from stalks? Kabir Saini.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I think the principles are that you said what are the principles. So I think I'm gonna give the principles like beating the grain stalk on the hard surface, that the grains are like
If
how
you
can I
beat
say?
the stalks on the
Yes,
ground, the grains separate and the sharps separate.
yes, that was
So
the telling. Yes.
okay, Netik, what do you want to say, beta?
Ma'am, I don't want to say. I have raised the hand for telling
Because
that I have
okay,
done
okay,
that.
okay. The
From
principle
that,
is
I have
okay,
that.
okay.
Ma'am,
हाँ
ma'am,
बेटा.
I have a doubt. I also sent it in the chat. Ma'am, I have a doubt that are paddy only rice? Are there also other crops?
No, paddy is only rice.
Okay,
Principle
because
is हाँ बोलो बोलो.
someone said that paddies are some other crops which grow in fields other than in water like rice.
No, no, no. Paddy is rice only. Okay, what is the principle? The principle is grains are hard and stalks are brittle. Brittle means anything that breaks easily. Grains are hard and stalks are brittle.
Ma'am,
So what happens? Listen to me first. Grains are hard and stalks are brittle. So what happens is that when you beat stalks on the ground, the grains are hard. So they don't break. They only separate from the stalk. If grains are soft, they will break when we hit them on the ground. But they are hard. So they only separate from the stalk. They don't break. All right. Principle is hardness. Grains are hard and stalks are brittle.
ma'am, can grains be also called like grains are luster?
Luster means shiny. So here the
No.
property is not shiny.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, is there like some other word for hard, like
Hard. Grains are hard only. You can write they are hard only. Don't try to write any other word. It is simple. Okay. So everybody principle is clear. Grains are
Yes,
hard and
ma'am.
stalks are brittle. That is why grains don't break. They only separate from the stalks. So that was about threshing. Now, how else threshing can be done? First is by beating them on the ground. Second is you lay the stalks on the ground and allow animals to walk on it. So when animals will walk on the stalks, the grains won't break because they are hard. They will only separate and the stalks will break away.
ma'am, I don't think that animals can do that. I think that
See,
if animals like lie on them, then they can like
see,
do
see,
the
see, look
procedure.
here, look here. The stalks are there. So what are they doing? They are making the animals walk on the stalk. So when the animals walk on the stalk, the grains they break away from the stalk. They break away from the stalk. Okay.
Ma'am, but like that, humans can also walk on it.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. Humans can also walk on it. Okay.
Not walk, they can jump, so it will be easier.
Traditional method is threshing is done by donkeys. Okay. See here, animals are also walking on the stalks. Humans are also walking on the stalk. In this diagram, what have they done? They have laid the stalks on the road. Now the vehicles will come on it. When the vehicles will come on it, the grains will break away from the stalks. So human labor is saved.
Ma'am,
But I think that stocks are not grains are not that hard that they can suffer.
No. Grains are very hard. Grains are very hard.
no, like if there is an SUV with like 6
Okay.
people or more, then it would obviously break.
In that case, maybe.
So this process isn't that much known.
Yes, this process is not that much efficient. The best way is to make animals walk on the stalk or to beat the stalks on the ground. Okay.
Okay.
So I hope
And
you
ma'am,
have.
yes, ma'am, there is one more method. Ma'am, in my school, my teacher told that the threshing can also be done by a combine harvester.
Yes, combine harvester we are going to study next. Very good, beta. Okay.
Thank you.
So I hope all of you have noted down the definition, example, and principle of threshing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good. Chalo. So which physical property of grain is used in separating chaff and grain by threshing? Chaff means
Winnowing.
write it down in the chat box. Write it down
Ma'am,
in the
what
chat
is
box.
shaft?
Chaff is stalks only. Stalks and uh, the covering of grains. The cover of grains. Write in the chat box.
Ma'am, means it could be like how to separate chaff from the paddy.
I will repeat my question. The question is, which physical property of grain is used to separate stalks and grains by
Can
threshing?
you tell it in a simpler form? I can't
Simpler form
understand
is,
the question.
what is the principle of threshing? What is the
Okay.
physical property which is used to separate grains from stalks? Netik has said beating. No, beta, beating is not the answer. Write down in the chat box. फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी, ग्रेन्स की क्या फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी है जिसके बेसिस पे उन्हें थ्रेशिंग से अलग कर सकते हैं? बेटा, आई एम नॉट आस्किंग बाय व्हाट मेथड यू कैन सेपरेट ग्रेन्स फ्रॉम स्टॉक. आई एम नॉट आस्किंग द मेथड, आई एम आस्किंग द फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी बाय विच you can separate grains from stock. Very good, very good, very good. Sarthak and Shlok, you have answered the right thing. Grains are hard and stalks are brittle. Very good.
That was I trying to say in the chat.
Okay. So the physical property is hardness of grains. Grains are hard. Okay. Now next, when you separate the stalks and the grains by threshing, you have separated the stalks and the grains by threshing. Right, this is the stalk and these are the grains. The covering of the grains also come out. The covering of the grains also come out. Now the next process is to separate coverings and the grains. These coverings are called as husk or chaff. What are these covering called as? Husk or chaff. You have to separate these husks or chaff from the grains. Wheat की covering, जिसको husk या chaff कहते हैं, अब आपको उसको अलग करना है wheat से. See here. This is wheat. Now you have to separate wheat and you have to separate husk. This is called as husk or chaff. Now how will you separate husk or chaff from wheat?
Ma'am, by winnowing.
Winnowing. So the fourth property, the fourth separation technique that we are going to study
Ma'am,
is
fourth, not third.
Yes, ma'am. No, it was third.
it's third. Okay. The third technique that we are going to study is
Ma'am,
winnowing.
but ma'am, are you saying that husk is the outer covering of
Yes.
your grain, ma'am.
Yes.
But
This is the grain and the outer covering. This is the outer covering. This is called as
ma'am, but everyone says in my school that winnowing is used for separating chaff or stalks from the grains.
yes, husk or chaff, whatever you can say. Okay.
Oh,
You don't have to draw it. I'm just drawing it for your reference. You can say, see here also, this is the wheat and this is the covering. So when you did threshing, the husk or the chaff came out of the wheat. Now the wheat and the chaff are mixed. You have to separate wheat from the chaff. So how will you separate wheat from the chaff? This is by
wind.
winnowing. This is by winnowing. So,
Ma'am, can I tell it?
okay, beta, bolo.
Ma'am, winnowing is the process in which the farmers stand on a high level and let the grains and husk or chaff whatever fell from a great height. The chaff or husk is lighter, so it will fly away, and the
And
grains
the
are
grains
heavy,
will
fall
and the
in
grains are
a
heavy
Fall
and
down.
sea.
they will fall down.
Excellent, excellent. So what happens is winnowing में बेटा आप इस diagram में देख रहे हो. What are these ladies doing? These ladies are standing on a high platform. These are standing on a stool. This is a high platform. So the wind is blowing. The wind is blowing at a very high speed. So what are they doing? They are taking a container like this. And in that container, they are taking a mixture of wheat and the husk. They are taking a mixture of wheat and the husk. So when they stand on this stool and when they take a mixture of wheat and the husk, the wind will blow. The wind will blow. So what will the wind do? The husks are lighter. So wind will take away the husk. Wind will take away the husk. And the grains are heavier. So the grains cannot be blown by the wind. So they will fall directly
Ma'am,
down.
this can be do artificially by fans.
Yes, these can be done.
Ma'am,
Wind can be blown artificially by fans also. So
Ma'am?
what happens? Yes, beta, bolo.
ma'am, the last point you forgot. I mean, it's a part of this only that the leftover husk or chaff. I mean, chaff is used
As
as
fodder.
fodder for
Yes,
cattle.
excellent, excellent. So look at this lady. What is she doing? She has taken a container. In that container, she has taken a mixture of, this is a mixture of grains and chaff. You can call it chaff or you can call it husk, whatever you want to. So this is a mixture of grain and chaff. Now the wind is blowing. The wind is blowing. So the wind will, what will it do? It will take away the lighter chaff. So it has taken away the lighter chaff. What is this? This is chaff. This is chaff. So it has taken away the lighter chaff and the chaff will fall far away. It will fall far away. But the grains are heavy, so they will fall down. The grains are heavy, they will fall down. Is this clear, beta? Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So write down what happens in winnowing.
Ma'am, is chaff of any grain slippery?
No, they are not slippery. In winnowing, the chaff is separated from grains by the help of wind. The chaff is lighter and is blown away by wind. The grains are heavier so they fall straight.
Mom, it's 7:30.
Yes. So it falls straight down on the ground. Okay. In winnowing, the chaff is separated from the grains by the help of wind. Okay, the chaff is lighter, so it is blown away by the wind, but the grains are heavier, so they fall down on the ground. Does anyone have a doubt in winnowing?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Mom, it's clear.
Last 2 minutes. What is the principle?
Ma'am, you will not give us examples.
Please repeat, beta.
Ma'am, you will not give us the examples.
Okay, example is separating wheat from wheat husk. Separating wheat from wheat chaff या husk, कुछ भी लिख सकते हो आप.
मैम
Ma'am, what
Yes,
you have
beta.
written after heavier?
मैम आपने blown के बाद क्या लिखा है?
Blown away by the wind, heavier,
ma'am.
so they fall straight down on ground.
Ma'am, the principle is the answer only. Ma'am, that the grains are heavier, so they fall
Yes.
down, and the chaff is light, so it blows away.
Yes, principle is the grains are heavier than chaff. The grains are heavier than chaff. Clear? Note it down. 1 minute, note it down, and then we'll end the class. Okay, before I end the class, everybody please note down, you have homework. What is homework? Homework is fill in the blanks, worksheet number 1.
Ma'am, but you are not in the group.
I am there in the group. I will post the homework today on the group itself.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Don't worry about it. So you will do worksheet number 1.
Okay, ma'am, and then we have to send to you personally, right?
Yes, and then you have to send it to me personally. All of you have to do it, and once I will post the
Ma'am, what
homework,
is your number?
once I will post the homework on the group, you will know my number. Okay,
ma'am.
you will automatically come to know my number. All right, so worksheet number 1 is fill in the blanks 1 to 26. It is very easy. It will only take 10 to 15 minutes. You will go through your handout and you will fill in your worksheet.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, there is any time limit?
No, there is no time limit. You just have to do it.
It's a worksheet.
Okay, ma'am.
It's not a Socrative.
Socrative also don't have any time limits.
Socrative has a 24-hour time.
I mean, when you're doing, then you don't have any time limit.
Yeah, yes, that's it.
Then, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm done.
Ma'am, I am also done.
Okay, listen
Ma'am, I
to
am
me.
also done.
Listen to me. Like today we have covered till winnowing. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So if there is any blank that is outside of winnowing, that is other than the topic till we have done winnowing, you will leave it.
Okay, ma'am.
What, ma'am?
आपको वर्कशीट नंबर 1 करनी है, ब्लैंक 1 to 26. अगर कोई ब्लैंक ऐसा है जो अभी हमने नहीं कवर किया है, जो अभी हमने नहीं पढ़ा है, आप उसे छोड़ दोगे.
Okay, ma'am.
Don't post on the group again and again that ma'am we have not done it, we have not done it. Just simply leave it. Okay?
Ma'am,
Okay, ma'am.
If we know the answer, so can
If
we
you know
fill
the
it?
answer, well and good. But if you have not done it and you don't know the answer, no problem. Just simply leave it.
Okay.
We will do it when we have covered that topic. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, beta.
Bye,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Have a nice
ma'am.
day,
Bye.
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Bye.
Thank
Have a
you,
nice
ma'am.
day.
Namaste, ma'am. Have a nice
Bye,
day,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Namaste, ma'am. Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye,
Okay.
ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you. Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, sir.